What is up, everybody? Turboverse here today, and we're gonna talk about the Xbox Tokyo Game Showcase they had earlier today. And when I mean early, it was extremely early. I think my time period was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So that was a weird experience waking up that early to watch this. But I mean, it was a pretty decent showcase. I enjoyed what they showed there. It definitely showed that there was a major push for having more Japanese games on Xbox, which I enjoy because I love Japanese games. It is a real travesty. A lot of these games skip the Xbox for whatever reason, but they're making a major push to put these games on Xbox, which I enjoy. And so Phil Spencer he came out first, gave his introduction. And the first game they announced was Persona 5 hitting the Xbox, which is a big thing. A lot of people really enjoy this game, enjoy this series overall. So this is really big news with this one. This was first announced to come to Xbox, especially on Gamepass day one. So yeah, this is a big move. Like, I kind of wish we got to the point where all these games just come to Xbox day and date, to be honest. But, you know, the whole exclusivity nonsense where different companies want to have exclusive games and whatever. So, but yeah, this is finally coming to Xbox, which is great. Then they announced a game I never heard of before, Long Dynasty. Looks like a Dark Souls style game, to be honest, with a very in-depth customer creator option right here. But yeah, it looks like Dynasty Wars. Let me see if I can get a better clip. That's not really that great. Images right here. Maybe this is yeah. It looks like you can use mat. This looks like Dark Souls, but a lot like more. It looks like a lot more my alley than the regular Dark Souls style games. But they announced this. I never heard of this game before, but this is coming. I'm starting to see a trend of a lot more of these Dark Souls style games on Xbox recently. So you have that game. Then they showed off what was this called again? Exoprimal. The game that features like you shooting a horde of dinosaurs, like random, like you're like in these different mech suits like this, and you shoot these dinosaurs. So very bizarre game. And they have the character. The character looks like one of the characters from that old Dino Crisis game. Let me see if I can get it right here. I think this is made by Capcom. I don't know, but it's very weird how they have the character that looks like she's from the Dino Crisis game, but you know, there's no new Dino Crisis game, which is like, I'm cool we got this concept because we really get games with dinosaurs in general. So I'm glad like this character right here, she looks like she's from Dino Crisis. So it's kind of weird how they went with this character model because she looks very reminiscent. Maybe that's like a nod to that character from that game, but yeah, we really get games with dinosaurs, so I'm intrigued, but I kind of want a Dino Crisis remake. Like each time I look at this game, I'm always reminded, like, we could have had a Dino Crisis. Why is that not a remake? Why is that not being done again? But, you know. Then announced some fighting games. Blaze Blue. This game. Guilty Gear as well. So for the fighting games fans, they got something. I'm trying to, like, skip, like, the major stuff. Ni no Kuni was announced on Xbox, which this was always attached to PlayStation, then it later came to like Nintendo Switch, but now it's finally on Xbox, so we get to play these games as well. Like, it's better late than never because this game's been on PlayStation for a while, so I'm happy about this. I own these games, but I never actually finished them, so I'm actually going to go through the full playthrough on Xbox with this now coming to Xbox. I think Game Pass day one. I think they're going to Game Pass 2 as well, so that was great. More Danganronpa games as well too was announced. Danganronpa V3. It's a weird style game here, a very bizarre game here, but that's coming to Xbox as well too. They announced some Overwatch character, which I don't play Overwatch, so I don't really care. But if you are an Overwatch fan, you probably are excited about this news right here. Another JRPG is going to Xbox. Oh yeah, now this was one of the major games I was actually excited for. Not Forza, but this Palworld game. Because this is kind of like similar to Pokemon. I was like, in Pokemon, if you have been following the series for as long as I have, they have had no major competition in terms of like graphics, budget, or whatever. Like, no companies really competed with Pokemon besides like Digimon. But the people who are making Digimon games, I can go on a whole tangent about this, but they got 10 different variations of Digimon games. They don't just stick with one thing like how Pokemon does and how like spin-offs. It's like, that's why that really gave them no competition. But this might be competition to Pokemon. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm the most excited for after this whole presentation. So this is definitely up my alley. Pokemon needs some competition, in my opinion. For how long has Pokemon been around for? Since the late '90s, and they really have no competition. So I don't know. This might make the people at Nintendo sweat a little bit because they actually got some competition with these magical creatures that you can see fighting each other with different magical attacks and stuff like that. So looking forward to this game. It looks pretty good. Like it's gonna have a big budget as well too. So yeah. What's the next one? They finally announced Deathloop coming to Gamepass Xbox on September 20th, I believe, which is great because this game was on PlayStation for a while with the time exclusivity deal, and now it's finally coming to Xbox. So this is great. I never got a chance to actually fully play this game, so I'm probably gonna go through the full playthrough on this Xbox as well too. Like I said before, Xbox is my preferred platform. Like I don't hate PlayStation, but I'd rather play the games on Xbox. I just like the whole ecosystem of Xbox better. So that's what a lot of games. I'm just like, if it's on Xbox, I begrudgingly play on PlayStation, but if it's on Xbox, I'm playing on Xbox more than likely because I think the whole ecosystem and everything is just better on Xbox in general. So yeah, so that's what they announced at the Tokyo Game Show. A lot of people were not too happy there weren't like too many exclusive games that was shown, but I mean, I'm just happy like these games coming to Xbox, to be honest, in all honesty, because so many of these games just skip Xbox for whatever reason. It's just truly annoying. So that is all for the showcase. Mainly that was it. A lot of multiplayer games coming to Xbox that was not on Xbox previously, which is great. But yeah, definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. And they had like a scissor reel at the end too. That was like several games that I guess they would put in the main showcase, but several games like this, mainly indies. But yeah, definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. If you like the showcase, like I said before, the showcase was really early in the morning, so a lot of people probably didn't even watch it to begin with because this was really early. Where I was at. So, but yeah, definitely see your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed it, if you're happy for these games coming to Xbox, let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.